Hey everybody, welcome back to another video inside of Loomian Legacy. By the title of this video, you could probably tell we're going to be talking about the famous reskin inside of Loomian Legacy that is called Metronette Noli or Noli Metronette. Basically, the reason why it's famous is because it is actually the first collab reskin that Loomian Legacy has ever done with another game. But basically, as of recently, if you haven't been keeping up with the trading community or the community as a whole, then you probably don't know about this situation, but there was a recent panic inside of the community because there was a tweet by a user that goes by the name of Forsaken News, which by the username you could probably tell that all they do is report about news of Forsaken. I have never personally played Forsaken myself, so I really can't comment on the game. But basically, this person made a tweet saying Metronette Noli will return after Loomian Legacy adds a way to get it and adds console support. In the screenshot, you can actually see that it got over 200,000 views. Obviously, this means that it got really popular, and because of this tweet, it actually caused a big panic in the community and caused a lot of people to start saying stuff about the reskin, to the point where someone who goes by the name of Pacho Paradise actually made a tweet saying Gamma Noli is now being avoided, with some people claiming to see them going for as low as 30 GR. This is coming after the news was spreading very quickly through the community. I advise to avoid GG Noli as much as you can. Hashtag Loomian Legacy. And there's actually two screenshots which I didn't really get a close-up on them, but to summarize what the screenshots are about, one of them is basically someone asking how much are you going to give for Gamma Noli, and the person's like, sorry, I don't know, it's just right now it's iffy because it's a possibility it might come back. And there is someone else that was talking that says, so is it true GG Noli crashed? Someone legit selling for 30, which means 30 GR. It's honestly, I think it's pretty stupid. I own a Gamma Noli myself, and I don't think that they would mess it up like that, because it was the big reskin for the Halloween event, and I don't think the developers would make a decision like that, I guess to ruin it. But someone else made a tweet that I think completely debunks this whole thing of the possibility of it coming back. But of course, that's just because I'm a little bit biased since I own one. But a user by the name of Azuri actually made a tweet saying, it's been hilarious watching traders fail trade their GG Nolis, but for the sake of fairness, Llama Train Studios never confirms whether or not they'll be adding Metro Noli back. The news is just complete misinfo that's being spread. As far as we know right now, it's only for Forsaken side that wants it back, and basically they showed a video which I am assuming is from a Forsaken developer or maybe someone just close to the team, and basically they were getting asked questions about the Noli Metronette reskin and if it was ever to make a return. Obviously they said almost the same thing that the tweet said, that obviously if Loomian Legacy adds console support, then they will most likely add the reskin back on their side. And obviously this is only for their side, never anything about the Loomian Legacy developers. And they basically just said they would love to add their reskin back. And Missouri made another tweet right below it, because they made a thread, I guess. Something worth noting is that Loomian Legacy, for some odd reason, wasn't included in the collab list when the dev server got leaked a while back. Whether or not that means anything is up to you, although this could just be very outdated since this was back in late October 2025, and they basically showed a screenshot of the games that Forsaken has collabed with, and one of them was not Loomian Legacy, even though they have collabed. And then they made one last final tweet showing a screenshot. I didn't really get a screenshot of the tweet, but I thought the main screenshot or the main photo was more interesting, because it is actually a Discord message from community manager Sorexia, stating that an unofficial Forsaken news account made the post. They were likely misinformed or made assumptions, and this doesn't really confirm whether or not Noli Metronette is going to make a return inside of the game, but what we can assume is that right now it's safe and that it is not going to make a return. I personally don't think it's going to make a return because, like I said, it was the big reskin inside of an event, and if the developers were to ever decide to make it return, I don't think they would make it where they can you can get Gamma Noli. I think what they would do is, obviously people are still going to have to get reskins no matter what, so they're probably going to add the boss fight again. And what they do is, if you win the boss fight, then you probably get a code and you can redeem the normal regular reskin. That's what a lot of people have been suggesting, and I do see it happening, because like I said, I don't think the developers will screw over the value of it that bad, but of course we don't know. It's just something that we will have to watch in the future. But there's one and last and final thing that I want to talk about. But this was a situation that actually happened in June, which basically in this screenshot I'm about to show, it is from a tweet by user Bolt, which basically said, a user who owns many GG Nolis, including a Rainbow Wisp one, has been game banned. A user was using Kayego exploit similar to the Icicle one, where you can farm eggs and gain encounters quickly. The script has existed for some time now. So basically, to explain what this is, basically, if you were around the Christmas event in Loomian Legacy, then you would know there was an exploit where people were teleporting to the gifts and they could encounter Icicle much faster, causing them to get gammas quicker. And basically, people were doing this with the Rainbow Dragodine event, which obviously the eggs were raining and they were teleporting to the eggs and they could encounter the eggs quicker. And basically what happened was someone, which we don't know the name of because it's blurred out in the screenshot, but basically they showed a screenshot of them getting a message saying they are banned from the game. And then basically they said, GG guys, rise Nolis. Basically, this person owns several copies of GG Noli, even in Rainbow Wisp one, which basically caused Noli Metronette to actually shoot up in value due to the fact that there is less copies. And because of that, obviously, like I stated, it shot up in value and there is less copies. Now that I think it's interesting because, like I stated, there is less copies of Noli Metronette, and the fact that it could possibly return also it could possibly lower the value on it again. But like I said, we do not know. We do not have confirmation on anything. Just take this video with a grain of salt because, like I said, we do not have confirmation. But I do think it was, I guess, somewhat interesting to make this video because I guess want to ease like the whole thing. For right now, what I will say is that we're safe. I don't think Gamma Noli will make a return. But like I said, I'll keep an eye out. That's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you liked this video, make sure you liked. And if you haven't subscribed, then make sure you subscribe as well. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Goodbye.